And my name is Jenny, and the class, this oil essential class, is in English. And I'm very, very happy to meet you all, to see you all. So very, very welcome. So many names and persons that I have met this week, people that I have emailed with, hi Tove, and also people that I actually didn't meet in person in this life, you never know. So it's a beautiful day here in Stockholm, and the sun is out and there is snow, and we actually didn't need the lighting because we have outside light. Yay! We are going towards lighter days, right? Yes. And I have one of you that just left the studio, Katrin. You signed in like 10 minutes ago, so it's very nice. Okay, so we're going to speak together. I mean, it will be like me speaking, but I see it as we are a community, and that is the most important for me, with the yoga, with the oils, with the crystals, is that we are in this together. It's Kula, that means community, and that's the base from where I work from. And so now and then, or as often as I can, I try to also do things for free, so everybody can join in, so it doesn't have to be economic hinder. Okay, but before we dig in, I just want to say it's always very inspiring to do this, but there is one negative effect because I see myself all the time, and it's terrible. So yeah. Anyway, so before I begin to speak about the oils and the benefits, and we begin to smell and taste, I just want us to ground. So please, where you are now, if you are sitting with crossed leg, just open the legs and ground your feet. If you're sitting on the floor, that's fine. If you are lying in the bed, sitting in the bed, that's fine too. Just gonna admit 2 more persons here. Just a minute. There we go. And we will do one breathing exercise together. So just wherever we are, as I said, just roll our shoulders up towards the ears and roll them back. And let's do that one more time, like really trying to get some. Let's actually do it a couple of times. It feels so good when you begin to do it, right? And then we just still, and then we straighten our arms out to the side and all the way up over the head. You can interlace the fingers here, as I do, and then just shift the palms up to the ceiling. Close the eyes. And push the palms up to the ceiling. And if you can, just lean slightly from side to side. We are opening the lungs and also closing our eyes help us to turn inward. Just for a while, leaving the day, the everyday life for a while. To go into a place of study. And then just let the hands come down, but let the hands come behind you, and let's interlace behind our backs. Inhale and exhale. Sit up straight. Continue to have your eyes closed. Just roll your shoulders back and lift your face, your inner gaze up towards the sky, the moon, the stars, the sun. Release the jawline here. So move the jawline slightly from side to side. Release your hands, continue with your eyes closed and just let your hands rest with the palms facing up on your knees. And widen your mouth as wide as you can. And then relax. Lift your eyebrows and move the muscles in the face. So move the cheeks, make some small movements with the muscles in the face. And then take a deep breath in and open the mouth. So you are unmuted. I can't hear your breath, but I hope it's deep. One more time in here. And then open the mouth, exhale out. Just sit for a while. Feeling, noticing even the slightest shift. And then just let our hands meet in front of our heart as a gesture of gratefulness that we can take this time to deepen our study. Grateful for the eternal light within us and within those around us. And then just let's together open our eyes. Okay. So thank you for that. I hope we all feel like, okay, so essential oils. Now, I personally have been working with essential oils as a part of my day practice, my daily routine in, I would say, skincare, healthcare, grounding, uplifting for many years. And I've been working with different brands, but a couple of years ago, I found the brand that works with me in all the plans, as you say. It's the one that's great for me, this brand, and it is Doterra. And that is also the oils that we will together speak about today and try. And it's also the oils that I sell and that I work with. I will speak a little bit about Doterra later. And now we will just dig into, begin with how the oils work actually. And it's, as I said, a real lovely and practical tool in our everyday life. And it's been used like a tool for many thousands of years actually. And when you begin, maybe you don't know so much and it's a kind of mystery, but I'm trying to, with this short explanation, to decode it, to see that it's actually not so mysterious. It's just, well, I mean, nature is mysterious, but it's kind of, it makes sense when we decode it. Okay, so we have plants, right? All over the world, we have different plants, and different countries have more. I have to admit someone here, more of one type of a plant and another, and so on. So the connecting in all the plants is that they have all compounds. And the compounds are hidden in the roots, in the stem, in the leaves, in the flowers, in the branches. And these compounds hidden in the plants are the base of the essential oils. Now, these compounds are extremely concentrated and potent. And when the compound is released from the plant, it becomes a volatile aromatic compound. So when it releases into the temperature of the air, wherever it is, it transforms from the compound that is liquid into a gas. Then it volatile, so it flies through the air and it hits us, the person, and we receive it as a smell. And volatile is actually like the secret. The compound, when it touches the air, it begins transform into a gas and it volatiles, so it floats, it flies. And that's actually quite easy to remember if you think of the Italian word fly is volare. So that's the secret. And you know that you can like walk behind somebody and like, you feel the scent coming, or you can feel like you're walking very close, bakery, you can feel it in there. So it actually, this is the secret of the scent, that it's volatile. So as the compound is volatile, it has an ability to change its state very quickly and differently, of course, from plant to plant. Now, it's tiny organic molecules that quickly transform from their liquid into a gas, and that's like chemistry. So these tiny molecules, they are liquid, and when they come into room temperature, they change and they become a gas, and then they become a scent. So the essential oil gives the aroma to the plant, and it has different meanings. So the aroma helps the plant to, for example, it helps the plant from environmental conditions. It helps the plant from being distracted. It also plays a big part in pollination. Okay. I'm going to speak about how we then make it oil, but the whole like history or knowledge about how a plant has a compound that it can be released into gas, and it hits the air and it becomes a scent. It's been used in ancient times. And why it affects us is because the scent, it hits the olfactory system, it's called. It's the olfactory system is a part of our limbic brain. And the olfactory system is responsible for our smell. And you know, this is also so important, because when a smell comes to me, or when a smell comes to Emily, it's different, right? Because it gives us memories. So the olfactory system works with memories. And therefore, the essential oils, if I pick example, this lavender here, this will, when it comes to me, work with my olfactory system and give me a different memory or a different feeling than from another person. But then, of course, the oils have, like, we can place them in categories, and we will speak about that later. So it's very interesting, and you can just imagine the greatness of the vastness of all these compounds in all these plants. It's said that it's over 3,000 types of volatile aromatic compounds that are discovered so far. And these 3,000 we can mix. So we can go on forever and ever. And they will give us different sensations, and of course, different sensations from person to person. Okay, so we spoke about it's been used in ancient times. So when you begin to study oils, you can see traces from oils being used in Egypt in ancient times. In Greece, it's said that actually Hippocrates worked with oils. I don't know, but it's said that he did. It's been used a lot around the Roman Empire, in Iran. It's been used there a lot in food, spices and in different recipes. In India, a lot of oils has been used and still, of course, with Ayurveda. And Ayurveda is like the medicine of life that goes hand in hand with yoga. And it's very interesting, actually. And in Ayurveda, we work with the oils internally and also external on the body. In China, in Chinese medicine, since ancient times, but also today, to promote wellness and Chinese medicine. And in France, it's been used a lot, in France and Italy, and actually still is used so much in society in another way than I find here in Sweden. I lived in Italy for 6 years, and there's more like a use of oils in the everyday life, like with the doctors or at the school, and so it's very common there. And in France, it's important because there's a person called Jennie Liljefors, and you can Google him, Jennie Liljefors. He's the one that coined the phrase or the word aromatherapy. And he studied essential oils all during the 19th century. And so he's like the base of how we can work with aroma in therapy. So it's actually very interesting. And that's actually a lot how I work with oils. You that have taken my classes, you know that I begin my class with an oil. For example, maybe I use an oil called Serenity because I feel that this group now, inclusive me, of course, needs to be a bit more calm, and so we can work with the essential oils as therapy. It doesn't have to be so mysterious. It's just, you smell and you find what you want, and then you work with it during your practice. And we will speak about how we can use the oils soon. Okay. So that's a little bit about the history of the oils. And of course, this is a short class, so I'm just going to give you, some short notes on every part. Then I would like to speak a little bit about the processing of the oils. So how do you make an oil? There are two ways of processing the oils, and that's actually very important. So when we have an oil, I'll just pick a bottle here. This is air. This is an oil called air, and it's actually very good to diffuse. I'm diffusing it right now. It helps to clear the airways. It's actually very good if you have asthma. And it gives this nice, just, flavor in the whole room. So when we have this oil, the essential oil, in the essential oil, it should be actually only be the oil. It shouldn't be any preservatives, any alcohol. And when we begin to study and look into the oils from different brands, we can see that some oils actually put in preservatives and some oils have alcohol in them and so on. So just be aware when you choose your oils that it's because, we put it on the body. So it should be good for you. And there are two ways how we process the oils. And the first, well, not the first, but one of them is steam distillation. And steam distillation without going into the process, that's another story. It's interesting. But there, the important thing with the steam distillation is that the temperature is not too high. If the temperature is too high, it kills the compound and it doesn't become effective and it loses its power after you open the bottle and then you notice it. It really doesn't give so much scent after maybe a month or two. So the higher the temperature, the quicker you can process. So there said, if we want to make a lot of money and a lot of oil, we just make the temperature higher and we sell more. That is not how Doterra work. They work with very important with the degree of the processing in the heat. And with that said, it's really an art to make the oil. So even if it is in a factory, even if it's a bigger scale, it's an art to make an oil. So it's a piece of art we have actually. Then there is expression, cold pressed. In Swedish, we would say kallpressad, and we know a lot about that, don't we? It's been like pummeled for a long time. And especially we do the expression with all the citrus oils, like wild, orange, lemon, citrus bliss, lime. So that's most from the citrus oils, and it's from the peels. And then, you work with expression. That's also a piece of art to work right with expression. And the more you want to do, the more important is that you actually do it right. So that's just a little bit how we make the oils. Now we're going to speak a little bit how to use the oils. And I would say, we don't need to be like professionals or experts. We just begin because it's a feeling, it's a sensation. My smell is my smell, right? My taste is my taste. So maybe you begin with an oil or two and you begin to see how the oil affects you, because the effect is actually quite immediate. Okay, the oils we use obviously to improve our health, but also to work with our mood. And it's also very effective to clean, not just us, but also the house. So how will it improve our health? It can improve with the skin irritations. It can improve with digestion problems. It can help us with our oral health. It helps us clear our airways, as I spoke about with you, with air. It can help us boost our immune system, and that's been very effective and important during this last, it's a year now with this pandemic. So it's been very, I've used the oil so much this year. It can help us sleep better, come to be more calm and sleep better. It can help us to get more activated and uplifted. It can help us to clean, detoxify. And it can also help us to have create this nice spa feeling, I would say, a feeling of warmth and coziness. And we can actually tailor the oils to help health concerns. Like we tailor the oils and we can help health concerns. So it's really medicine actually if we work with it. So there are different ways. Now we have heard how they can help us, like in what phase they can help us. Now we're going to speak about how. So one is to diffuse, as I showed you here. I have a diffuser, and of course, you know, Doterra has their own diffusers, but you can find diffuser wherever. It's a really nice way to get the oil in the room. And there is very effective for the calming. Like before bedtime, I diffuse lavender at home, or I diffuse air if somebody has like a cold, or you can diffuse in the evening if you want to have, you know, some romance. You can diffuse patchouli. You can just be your own, you know, rose or whatever you want. And then we have that we can have on the body. So I would say the topical use, let's say that. Very often when we use the oil, topical, we put them in a carrier oil, and that is an oil that has no scent. It's a neutral oil, and you take this carrier oil and you pour a couple of drops of, for example, Senjes that we're going to speak about soon, because then these few drops become, you know, in a bigger scale, and we can place it over the whole body. And many of the oils we actually should diffuse because they are so potent. And I mean, I have not a delicate skin. I'm pitta, so I'm like, I have a very thick skin. But many of us have, you know, like sensitive skin. So just begin and try. And it's better to do dilute the oils to begin with and then see what you can cope with. Now, it comes without saying, but I say it anyway. You have to be careful when you use the oils that you don't touch the inside of the eyes, inside of the nose, and in the genitals. So because it's kind of strong, even if it's like lavender, you shouldn't, you know, take them everywhere. Okay, then we can have them internal use. And that we're going to try soon, but we can drink them. We will do that with lemon. We can eat and cook with them. I just brought some that I use. For example, I have oregano that I have in my cooking, ginger, and it's so many basilicum. If you don't have fresh basilicum at home, you can put it and you can make your pesto or whatever. It's actually quite effective with essential oils in cooking and very nice. We can also have them in veggie caps. I just want to show you because this is caps, you know, like that you swallow, but these are empty. So you open the cap, split it in half, and then you pour a couple of drops of all the oils, and then you put it together, and then you swallow it. So that's how you tailor and make your own medicine, because some of the oils really don't taste good. And there are so many recipes. I have a fantastic book. I thought that I wanted to show it to you, but it's out in the, and it's a, yeah, whatever. You can email me about that. But it's a fantastic oil book with many different recipes. Like I want that, and you put them together and you take them in. It's a nice way to take in the oils. And then also you can place maybe a drop under the tongue or up in the palate, and we will do that later. And it can be very effective for a good breath and other benefits. And then we can use it, you know, just as at home. Like you can have a water bottle and you can have lavender, and you pour a drop of lavender in your water and you spray it on your bed linen. You can use the lemon oil to clean the countertop in the kitchen with. You can have, there is a lovely oil that is called Citrus Bliss, and you can drop a few drops in the corner of the shower, and then when the warm water comes down, you have your own spa. You can use it, of course, in your, cream when you after you've taken a shower. And another great tip that actually I didn't hear anybody do it, but I just invented this, is that when we take long car rides up to the north of Sweden, I take the oil that I like, especially for car long hours. It's called Purify, great oil. And you pour it on a couple of cotton pads, and then you put the cotton pads in the, I don't know what it's called in English, but where the air comes out. And it gives this fresh air during the whole 7-hour drive. It's actually a very good tip. And you can have it in your water bottle. I always have a water bottle. Of course, we have our water bottle, Ultramondo. And I love to have grapefruit in my water bottle. A couple of drops of grapefruit. Okay, so just a couple of words about Doterra before we begin to try the oils. And I know that many of you ordered the testers, so we're going to try together. If you didn't, and you feel like, oh my God, it seems so lovely, you can order testers afterwards. And I will put this class online, and then you can look at it and test it afterwards. So you will just have to imagine today if you don't have the testers. Okay, so just a couple of words about Doterra. Doterra is a brand. They don't have their own land. They work in the other way. So, for example, if we have lemon, they want to create lemon. They go to the land of lemon, which is Italy, of course, and they find a place where there is a lot of lemon, or the soil is good for lemon, and they begin to create like their fabrics and so on there. And then they use the people that work there, and the people that works in this region, need to live there so it can become stronger in the economy there, with the schools and the shops and the they try to help build societies around the fabrics. And when they create the fabrics, the processing, they don't own the land. They borrow the land from the local farmers. And this, you can read more about this on Doterra's site. They have this organization that's called Helping Hands. And Helping Hands is really helping communities. I mean, especially in countries that have poverty, and third world countries, but to growth from where they are. And in that way, Doterra is very community building. So that's actually what, is very important for me, of course. And there is no middle hands. So that's what I like. But that's also, it makes it a bit difficult to buy the Doterra because there are no middle hands. So you buy it either from somebody like us, in a shop where I'm allowed to sell, or you can actually just create your own account. And that's most beneficial for you if you want to buy oils in a bigger scale. It costs so little to open an account, and then you can order and you get points and you get free oils and so on. So, but all that, if you want more information about that, I have on my website, Jennie Liljefors, likemyname.com. So you can check in there or email me, I can help you. Okay, so that's actually Doterra, just a couple of words of them. They go to the base, they go where the base of the oil is naturally located, and they grow there. Okay, are you ready to try some oils? Yes? So you need a glass of water or a water bottle. And I thought we would begin to try lemon. Now, lemon as an oil is very uplifting. It's, as I said, cleans our body, can help us to clean our home. You can diffuse it, you can spray it, you can drink it. I don't so much take the citrus oils on my body, actually. So, but you know, you can try whatever. So let's just pour some water. And then we take the oil, lemon. And I would say I would take maybe 3 drops or something. Okay. And let's just straighten our spine, open our chest, release our shoulders back. Let's take this sip together. So if you didn't, just close your eyes and just feel the lean feeling of this essential oil. It's a lean and a very uplifting sensation. And it actually feels more lean than taking, you know, a real lemon, even though I love real lemons. Okay, so we can open our eyes. Now, lemon oil is very nice also to use in warm water, you know, like tea. But it's important that you don't pour boiled water on the oil, as we spoke about before with the heat. So it needs to be boiled water, but then that has cooled down to a temperature that you can drink, and then you pour the oil. Otherwise, you will destroy the essential oil. Did you enjoy it? Yeah, good. Okay, so then we have another one that is one of my favorite actually, and it's Zengest. So you know how we say that we digest, you know, we digest the day or we digest the food. And so Zengest, it's an oil made to help us with our digestive system in this Zen way. It's a really nice oil. So we that have the oils, let's just take a couple of drops in our hands. And then we can very gently rub the oils. Okay, rub the oils, rub the hands, I mean. And then just place, if it's possible where you're now, the hands under your clothing on each side of the belly button. And just close your eyes and hold your hands there. And then come with the hands up to the mouth and nose, and just cup your hands in front of your mouth and nose. Take a deep inhale. And then lower the hands and exhale. Let's do that again. Cup your hands, inhale. And lower the hands, exhale. And now just take your hands and push one hand into the wrist. And then the other hand into the other wrist. So, you know, where we put perfume, there we can place when we use the oils topically. And then just rest your hands on your legs. And just let this effect come into your system. Maybe you feel this tingling effect. And then we can just open our eyes. Okay. I love that one. I think it's so nice. Tove, do you like it? Yeah. Yeah. I wish you were all here with me. Okay, so let's go on. We are going to come to, I will take peppermint last. Because that gives us a very good breath. So it's Friday and then we can go and kiss. Now we'll take On Guard. It's been the oil during this year. This is to, I'm going to read here because I can't remember everything. On Guard has in it wild orange peel, clove bud, cinnamon leaf, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, rosemary. Yeah, that's about it. It's quite a bit. It supports our healthy. It supports a healthy immune system, also respiratory system, and it is a very powerful also surface cleaner. And actually, Doterra has made, a hand desinfectionsspray. That one has alcohol in it. That actually has the On Guard flavor, and it's much nicer than all these others. Okay, this one, it has an uplifting and energizing aroma. It's kind of Christmas. Because it has, so, it's very nice to use, but sometimes my children is like, oh my God, you have that Christmas oil on you again. So, but it's very good to use in the diffuser, to drink, also topical. I use this a lot. So let's try it. We are just, when you walk home from work or wherever you are, people like going to, I just want to say, well, I climbed or walked, or what do you say, Kilimanjaro last summer, and I had, of course, all the oils with me, and I had this, and the people, when you walk up Kilimanjaro, you go like in a queue. And people were like, I want to go behind Jennie today because I want to have the smell of the oil. So it's very nice. Okay, let's try. We can pretend we are at Kilimanjaro. Okay. Now, let's just, okay, be aware, just tap it a bit here on the neck, below the ears. And then let's just cup our hands again. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Close our eyes. Let's do that once more. Inhale. And exhale. Now take the hands and just press them under the soles of the feet. I mean, I'm barefoot, but you can do it outside the socks also. It's very effective to use oils actually under the feet, on the soles of the feet. And then just let it sit for a while. Take a deeper inhale. And exhale. Yes, it's always astonishing. I use oils all the time, But when you really go into it, and it's a kind of, you know, quick fix for your meditation also. You have a couple of minutes and you want to come into a mood, you take a drop of oil and you breathe it in and you find yourself, you know, in some part of the world or wherever you want to be, or, you know, a memory. And it's really nice. I'm astonished actually every time I use it. Okay, so On Guard is one of my favorites. And now we are going to try the peppermint. And I just want to show you, because the peppermint and many of the oils come either in the bottle like this, or they also come as a roller. And then you can roll it, you know, and when it comes in the roller, it is already diluted, of course, because this is meant to use on the body. And there is one, when you begin to work with oils, you stop with perfumes. There is one roller with rose in. It's lovely. Okay, so peppermint. Here is the kiss oil. It freshens, it's high energy, it is lovely to use as a scalp massage. I mean, you can do it on yourself, but to receive it from somebody else. Also here, you can, you know, to do for yourself, it's easier to just have a few drops on the temples like this. This is very effective. You should take this in a carrier oil. I don't, but, you know, do it to learn to know the oil. So one drop will help clear airways. It's very good also to diffuse. And now we're going to take the oil and we are going to place it on, I mean, I hope you have clean hands because we're going to place it in our mouth. So we're going to have a drop on our index finger or whatever finger that suits you. And then we're going to now push it up to the palate. Close your eyes, and take away the finger and then just sit with your eyes closed. And now let's just do one cheetah breath together. So round your tongue and breathe in through the circle of the tongue. And then release and exhale through the nose. And again, cheetah breath. And release. Okay, and then we can open our eyes. Yes, very cool, very refreshing. Yeah, you understand why you now can go and kiss somebody? Just see to that your partner also took it. Yeah, okay. So that's, you know, it's fantastic. It's so effective. One drop and it's okay. Yeah. The last thing we're going to try together is the deep blue. It's a cream. It comes as an oil in a small bottle. It comes also like this in a roller, and it comes in a cream. I chose the cream today. It's lovely with the oil to have in the diffuser, but in topical use, it's fantastic. So in this cream, I mean, obviously there is how the ingredients to make it a cream. You know, it's not the pure oil here, but it's wintergreen, peppermint, blue tansy, liang liang, osmanthus, and a couple of other things. So this is like a real recipe. So let's just take, a small amount, whatever you have. And then I rub it, you can where you have a pain, but I'll rub it on the lower back. On the lower back, over like the kidneys, and maybe a little bit higher up. And then if you're not too sensitive, just on the lower neck. And this is lovely actually also on the back side, you know, around the shoulders and shoulder blades. And then just close your eyes and sit. Just feel the effect of this cream. So deep blue is a blend of oils, just as on guard. Lemon is one pure oil. And then let's just open our eyes. Yes. Okay. Enjoy that one. Yeah, it's really nice for, you know, ache, pain. Really nice to just put on before practice and also after practice. Usually pre the pandemic, I took, you know, a small amount and I created a massage for my clients in the neck. I hope I can soon do that again, you know, in Shavasana. So, but we will be there soon. Okay, so this was just a short, I passed time now. I'm sorry for that. So this was just a short introduction, and I hope that this just made you a little bit more curious, hungry to try or open. And, you know, just begin with an oil or two. There are this lovely introductory kit with 3 oils. It's lemon, lavender, and peppermint. You know, be your own creator here, you know, sky's the limit actually. And if you have questions, just email me. You find a lot of information on my personal website, jennieliljefors.com, under essential oils. So I wish you a lovely Friday, and I hope to see you soon again, you know, in person or online, and stay safe and happy. Okay.